if I could get you that, would you hire me, or would you talk to me, or would you meet with me, or would you whatever? If I could, would you? You have to ask the critical question of what's most important to you in this process.
Okay.
You need to have that thing that you're offering in exchange. So someone's like, God, I wish someone would just spend the extra time with me to like explain things better. Cool. Or I wish somebody would show me some houses that I can actually buy. You got to figure out what that thing is. And then you say, all right, if I could get you that, would you hire me, or would you talk to me, or would you meet with me, or would you whatever? That's the exchange, but you can't exchange until you know what's important to them. And then you say, hey, if I could do that, would you make this next move with me? And that's where you turn all this just talking right now into reality and into an appointment and say, great. Well, if you're willing to meet with me for 15 minutes, then you explain how you can get that done. You give them a trailer for how you can get that done. So let's just say someone's like, help me find houses that, are more affordable. If I understand you correctly, you're saying that you're having trouble finding houses that are in your price range that you really like, right? Yes, isolating it. If I could show you a way that I've developed over the years to find houses for people in a hard to find market, would you meet with me, or would you be willing to sit down with me for 30 minutes so that I can show that to you? Yes, at exchange. Boom. Great. My system is developed, and you're just going to give them a preview and say, my system's been developed, like I said, over 10 years. I've got all these different search engines and all these different search skills and tactics that other people don't use to find their houses. And I've actually got it listed out like on, I can walk you through that on my computer. So I'll see you on, Starbucks on Tuesday at 5, whatever. Do you see how from their perspective you've figured out what the thing is, and now you've bartered, and then you give them a preview so they know that you actually have something. You're like, you give them the trailer to the movie, you give them the the intro page to the book, the cover page of the book, and they're like, wow, okay, now I'm intrigued. I actually want to go meet with this person and talk more about this later. So that's a framework you're going to use for all of these. That's for everything that we do, is that process that's in there. So you can start to see that the words that you're using here, the words are just for this specific thing, but the method is the same for every single objection that we have.
Yeah.